Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles and the Tarot forecast this week. And this is for the water signs, so Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. And hopefully you can hear me. I'm talking a little bit quiet because of my voice. I've noticed that the more talking I do, the more apt I am to cough all of a sudden. So anyway, Pisces, let's figure out what's going on with you. I'm doing things like, oh yeah, here I am. I'm showing you. Here I am, showing you what I'm doing. The Madame Indora's fortune cards are going to be first. And this is going to be like a little message, a little overseeing message. And then I'm doing the Mythic Tarot for everybody. And also the Domino Love Angels, okay? For where we are in our relationships or where we are healing, okay? I'm also working with this, which is bridging, it's my aura light crystal, of course, and it's bridging the energy from heaven to myself. So the energy from the divine is coming down. It's like a huge channel. And I get these messages that start coming forward. That's why I love working with this. It's also very healing. Okay, let's see what's happening, Pisces. Overseeing you. Then what I'm doing is I'm asking for angels, guides, loved ones, ancestors, universal angels to move forward and surround us in light and just dissolve any negative energy. Also put up protection around us. And whatever messages you need will come forward, okay? It's for Pisces. Let's see. Air. Seek a union of mind and spirit. Okay, so you've got this beautiful energy of air, communications, thoughts, Seek a union of mind and spirit. If there are people around you that don't resonate, don't keep them around anymore, okay? They just create a negative around you, like just by being there. Okay, and a lot of people are going through this too, of clearing away people they don't need. And it's totally great to do that. It's totally fine, okay? Pisces. So don't feel bad, Pisces. All right, so we're going to do 3 cards from the Mythic Tarot. See what's happening. What amazing news is coming for you, okay? All right, so first we have the King of Cups, which is the water sign King of Cups here, which if you're a male, this is probably your tarot card as well. Then we have the energy of the Page of Cups, a younger person. This could be your child, nephew, grandson, whatever. Generally, this would be a male. It'd be a fire sign male. And along with this, we have the King of Pentacles and his 3 sons, okay? So we've got interesting male energy for Pisces, all right? So let me just see if I can figure this out for you guys. All right, so firstly, the King of Cups here, if this is not you or you're a female or whatever, it's still the energy of emotion, of course. And something changing within you that is leading to a healing and a sound healing as well. So this can indicate sometimes music is therapy for you. Perhaps music that you wouldn't ordinarily play or listen to as well. There's some kind of therapy or some kind of message in it. And it looks to me that there is a sense of really starting to understand your emotions and who you really are, right? After a period perhaps of doubting yourself or worry or concern or whatever, you're coming into your own and also understanding that you have a lot to offer. You have a lot more to offer than what you've previously been led to believe. Some people think that just because they're a certain age, then they're done, And it was like I often tell the story, like my mother, she turned 40 or whatever when I was a kid. And she was like, oh, well, I'm 40 now, so I'm going to cut my hair short. And a woman of my age does not grow their hair long. And, I'm going to do this now and I'm going to sort of retire. I'm like, why would you do that? Here I am, 44 and long hair and pink hair, whatever. So just embrace who you really are, like all the different aspects of who you are, and don't give in to age or I can't do it because of this or this. Don't make excuses, basically, okay? Seek a union, as it says here, of mind and spirit. So what you are predominantly thinking up here is what starts to happen. What consumes your thoughts controls your life. Focus on that for a minute, Wow, what do you want it to be? Because the more you can think about something, and I think I read somewhere, the law of attraction kicks in at 15 seconds. So if you can hold a thought for 15 seconds, the law of attraction starts to work for you. If you can think of something for 68 seconds, then what you do is the universe starts to open up and make it happen. So if you're thinking something negative, you can see how that can really start to kick in. So change this up into the positive, which you've been doing. You're really coming into who you are, okay? So don't let anyone pull you back out of that. I mean, it's up to you if you want to. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do. If you want to continue to be how you are and you don't want to change anything, then that's your prerogative as well. But I'm feeling like 95% of you truly want a new life, and that's what's coming forward. Now, the Page of Wands, as we said, this is a fire sign, a youngster, someone under the age of 18 generally, or even, some people say 15, but 18 I feel. So under that age, and someone who is or has the potential to be quite creative in their endeavors and what they do, usually a fire sign, as I said, and they're coming forward with some news for you, okay? There's something happening in their life and they're coming and you're going to find out about it, okay? But the feeling here is that also, as I look at this card, and I don't often see this with this card, but it also feels like there's a house move here. So this is not related necessarily to this child, but see how they're sort of jumping over these valleys. It's like very quickly the events in life begin to turn, okay? And they're coming with this message as well, a new message. But there's also enlightenment here and a movement that happens after you hear all this message. There's also the energy of the King of Pentacles, right? King Midas. King Midas, everything he touches turns to gold. This also goes back to your manifestation abilities. You're doing it, okay? Sound healing, working with all the doubts and insecurities that you have and forgetting it, and getting rid of it and becoming more independent. This person here, the energy of the King of Pentacles and his 3 sons, and the energy of the goat, the energy of the coin sitting right here. You have the ability to generate abundance like you've never seen before, and it has to do with your own talents, okay? And feeling secure in them, feeling secure in yourself. He's sitting on a throne, He's secure in himself and grounded, and knows that he can create anything he wants by using his mind. And that's the gift that you've been given at the moment too. Don't forget you have that energy of air around, okay? Seeking a union with mind and spirit, working with those 2 things together. And forget you've already got enough emotion, so don't drag that into it. Mind, spirit, mind over matter, protecting your energy, bringing all the power back to yourself. 2 kings, generally in a bigger, larger reading, would be some kind of business meeting too. So maybe you need to have this business meeting with yourself, Call it all in. What do you really want to do? And don't let anything stop you from doing it, because now the energy is working with you, okay? Okay, so where you're healing, what you're working on here. Okay. Message for love. Excuse me. Okay, let it go. Archangel Samael. Time to heal your heart and move on from this situation. It may not be bringing you the happiness that you deserve right now, right? So letting something go that's had a hold of your heart, or maybe it's an old relationship, or, you know, it doesn't have to be a relationship with like romance, but a relationship with other people, or things that were okay back in the day or whatever, but you don't need it reflecting in your life now, kind of thing. There's this energy of release. Let go. Don't hold tight. Don't try to figure it out, in other words. Don't look for closure. Just close it yourself. And trust that the universe is taking care of it energetically, karmically, whatever. Whatever is on your mind, you know, whatever you're not letting go of, it's to your own detriment. It causes problems in your body. So release it, okay? Heart healing is happening. Grief can happen in this place, in the heart space. This is where we push grief to. Some people push it right down into their bowel or into their lower back, you know, or into their reproductive system, or, you know, they're pushing grief right down in. But it starts here. Guilt sits here in the chest. You know, free yourself and the rest will start to flow, you know. Just free yourself. Just say, universe, sick and tired of dealing with this crap. You know, I'm sick of tired of feeling this, so take it away. I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you permission to lift this energy away from me once and for all. And breathe into it and just trust that it's done. Don't go, well, did it happen? And attach yourself back to it. Just trust, okay? Something amazing is happening for you. There are changes here that are so big, you know, that are so swift, you know, that are so abundant. Like, these changes are coming because of the work that you're doing on yourself. So don't block it, okay? Let it go. Awesome. So thank you, Pisces, for listening. I hope that that was helpful. And now I'm moving on to Cancer. So Cancer signs, I am working with the Mythic Tarot for your main reading. I'm just getting all the cards back. And I'm also doing a fun card deck, Madame Endora's Fortune cards, just for a little bit of fun, as an overseeing card, okay? Got nice pictures on it. And I'm also working with the Domino Love Angels for love, romance, and where you are healing, okay? All right. And my Auralite crystal, of course. All right, so here we go. So starting off with Madame Endora's cards. All right, so let's get an overview for Cancer. I'm asking the energies of light, angels, guides, loved ones, ancestors, universal angels to move forward, surrounding us, clearing any negative energy, protecting us in light and love, and also bringing in just the right message, whatever it is that you need to hear. We got the black cat. Your luck will soon change. That's awesome. Okay. I always see the black cat as Bastet, you know, the Egyptian goddess of the East, and she does a lot of healing with us. And if you bring that goddess into your life, the stuff that you don't need will just dramatically dissolve around you. Okay, she's really, really powerful. So if you have this energy working with you now, something is powerfully changing for you in your life, and it's going to be for the best. Okay, let's have a look, Cancer. Okay, I'm doing 3 cards for Cancer. Okay, so you have had some guess you could say bad luck or bad energy around you. Excuse me. And you've been feeling restricted. Okay, this is reflected with the Eight of Swords. Okay, the Morai are there again. They are always in the Greek mythology, and when I look into these cards, it's always like the little voices inside of your head, the ones that create doubt in your mind or make you believe that you're not capable of doing something. And the energy here is that you're sometimes listening to that, okay? But there's a way forward, there's a way out of your situation, there's a way to break free, okay? But if you listen to those insecurities and that little nagging voice, that negative voice that tells you you can't, you're stupid, you're an idiot, or whatever, then you will stay exactly where you are and you'll feel more and more frustrated with it, okay? You have to remember that you have the support of the divine. So when you're hearing nothing but negative energy, cleanse and clear and take your power back, right? Bring all your power back in. And if you don't know how to do it or you're worried about doing it, work with me and I can help you do this, like really easy, and give you some tools that you can use for, you know, your forward growth with your spirituality and your life, and change that energy once and for all. So don't give in to the negative voices, okay? It's never going to help you. It's never going to be something that you're going to figure out. It's never something that's going to suddenly just disappear either. Because if you keep tuning into it, that's all you're going to hear, okay? And that's the energy of the Eight of Swords. Get yourself away, clear yourself. Because you have this energy of the King of Swords with you too. Now that is powerful energy. That is authoritative energy. That is balancing energy, okay? Now for some people this can mean that there's someone in uniform that may visit the house, or you may have dealings with the cops, or you may have to go to court, or you may have been going through court, or you may be dealing with someone who's got a power issue or power play over you, or is authoritative over you, okay? Whatever the case is, you can remain trapped in your thoughts or break free. So you can see every situation that happens to you as something negative happening to you, or you can see it as a chance for clarity, a chance for experience, and a chance for growth. Because people always think that something is happening to them, like they're getting a punishment of some kind. This is happening to me. I must have done something wrong. Get yourself out of the way. You know, this is happening to you as a reflection of reactions in your life, or that there's some kind of experience, or there's some kind of knowledge here which you're not going to recognize until later on down the track. There's something that you're learning or experiencing here that is vital for your growth, right? But a lot of people just give in to the panic and the stress and the turmoil and the anxiety, which is okay for a little while. But then you've got to break free. All right, I need to see this from a different perspective. I need to see this from a different viewpoint. You know, I need to see this as a strengthening tool, not something that's weakening me all the time. And you're moving into this powerful energy, okay? Perhaps something that you've never experienced so deeply before is this powerful energy. But you need to be aware also of where energy tries to, or negative energy tries to wear you down, okay? Knock at you, knock at your confidence, etc. There's something here that is repeating. I'm getting that message as well. So don't let it repeat. Change the way you react to it. Then you never have to experience the same thing again. The other option here, or the other card here, is the Four of Coin. Okay? So you're not trusting something to work for you. You're not trusting the universe to take care of all the details, because in the past you've been let down, or you've been betrayed, or you've been hurt. So even when it comes to trusting the universe, you find that very difficult. You're not really surrendering into the energy of change, of growth, and all of that. You're trying to control it in some way so that you have, you know, options for yourself, or you have an answer, or, you know, you have a forward movement somehow. But the energy here is that you're blocking it, in which case it's blocking your finances, it's blocking your flow, it's blocking your knowledge, skills, and your wisdom. So it's time to say, okay, I'm trusting the universe to take care of this situation. And every time I think about it, I'm going to continue to hand it over to the universe until I don't have to do that anymore. It's like a natural thing. Not giving that, no, this is going to be easy. Yes, I'm experiencing over here. Oh, I'm really feeling that. Why? And going back into yourself, etc. Examining yourself on different levels without being hard on yourself as a way of staying in control of your life. Perfect. Okay? If anyone is making you feel threatened in any way, do something about it. Don't sit with it anymore. If you're feeling frightened or concerned or stressed with a relationship or with family or something, talk to someone, get some advice, get some help, because there's always a way forward from any situation. And you should never have to feel, and this is just for some people, never have to feel like you're threatened, worried, or going to be harmed in any way. Okay? It's one thing that I'm really passionate about, having gone through so much of my own abuse in my life. I don't put up with it at all, you know. And I hate seeing people put up with it thinking it's going to get better. It will only get better if that person admits they've got a problem and they're going to go get help and they're going to go, you know, sort themselves out. It's not up to you to sort it out, okay? You're only responsible for yourself. And in this case here, there's a sense that anxieties and worries and stresses and old stuff is nagging at you, okay? So that's what you've got to deal with right now. Now, let's have a look where you're healing and, you know, where you're growing, changing. Okay. Okay, I keep on getting this energy today of Archangel Raphael working on the heart space, working on broken heart, working on feelings of loss, feelings of stress, feelings of pain, all right? And not being able to process these too well. And sometimes, again, this comes forward with, you know, illness or stresses and everything getting on over the top of you. And it's because some part of you has not acknowledged a place inside of you that was deeply hurt, you know, for whatever reason. Sometimes it can be the smallest little thing that hurts us the most deeply, you know, and we're not seeing that thing because we're focusing on all the big losses that we've had. Sometimes it's just a very small traumatic event, okay? You're healing from this now, and you need to allow yourself to heal on whatever dimension that is for you, okay? Don't rush into anything new. Don't overload yourself with tons of stimulation. You know, it's time for you to withdraw inside and release, let go, and allow this healing to occur so that when you meet the right person, if you're single and you're wanting a person, when you meet them, you've done all of this work, and so have they, because that's what you're going to attract as your mirror, you know. They've done all this work. So take the time to heal and admit things to yourself without being super hard on yourself, and allow the flow and the energy to completely change, because you're with the black cat energy saying your luck will soon change. Okay, remember that card. All right, call on the Egyptian goddess Bastet to work with you with healing and change in direction and clearing as well. Okay, Cancer, a lot of energy there for you guys. I hope that that was helpful. And now we're moving on to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio, thank you for joining us. Or me, us, Devine Miracles. Okay, so we're working with the Mythic Tarot today for Scorpio. I'm doing a new deck called Madame Endora's Fortune Cards. So we're going to work with them as well as an overseeing energy, and also the Domino Love Angels, okay? So let's oversee with Madame Endora. Okay, so just closing my eyes, calling in the angels, guides, loved ones, ancestors, universal angels, asking for protection and light and love around us on every level, and that the Scorpios will receive the message that they need to hear. Okay. We've got the Sphinx. Okay, now the Sphinx is very interesting. Choose your words carefully. Okay, it's a very powerful energy. So perhaps you've said something already that you're kind of thinking that you shouldn't have, right? Or you're thinking maybe you said too much or gave too much away. So from now on, just learn from that. Like if the Sphinx energy has come forward, there's also a little exercise you can do with the Sphinx energy. And it was really revealing to me when I did this of who was in my life. Okay, so what you do is you need to imagine that you're obviously surrounded by love and light, and that you have this energy of the Sphinx around you. Okay, and you want to focus on yourself being really, really old. And I know that sounds strange, but see yourself really old. Okay, and you will have a sense of actually who's with you, like who's in your life, who's around you, kind of thing, and also what you've done and where you've been and what you've achieved, and it all comes in really, really quickly. You start to realize at that point what's important to you. Is it really important to say something sometimes when you don't need to? Is it important to be very supportive of someone? I'm sure that comes up. And who's in your life that you need to connect with, or who's not there anymore? Okay, because that was one thing that was very affected me deeply, was who wasn't there anymore. Okay, and then I had to process how I felt about that, you know. But it's a good exercise to see yourself like that, and you start to see the importance of things and what things are really just wasting time, you know, or chewing your time up kind of thing. Okay. All right. So the Sphinx energy, be careful what you're saying. Okay. You're manifesting things. You could also be causing upset where there doesn't need to be any, or, you know, you might need to be careful what you're saying in case, you know, you don't want to be repeating something someone has said to you either. Okay. So, all right. Here we go. Scorpio. I'm going to do 3 of these cards. There you go. All right. Don't worry, Scorpio. It'll be a good reading. Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands. And we have the 2 of Swords. Okay. See how this makes sense with being... All right. You're not wanting to hear something as well. All right. So the first one with the 4 of Pentacles, you know, you perhaps are guarding yourself rather, you know, strong at the moment. You know, maybe there's been a situation where you feel exhausted from the energies. Again, these energies get to you every time, because you're always trying to fix things for other people. And maybe this is why this choose your words carefully energy came out, because sometimes, you know, you're spending so much time trying to fix the problem and help someone because you're so kind and you're so loving and you're so, you know, supportive, that sometimes you're trying to fix it, but you're actually, you know, upsetting someone without realizing it, you know. Because you weren't listening, you were trying to fix it, that kind of energy. And this is saying to sort of like pull yourself back a little bit and focus in on yourself. Normally the 4 of Pentacles comes up when, you know, we're saving for something, or we're holding money back, or we don't want to spend. But I'm feeling here this is more about, you know, it's time to focus in on yourself and your well-being and where you're going, you know, focusing on what you need to work on within yourself, because your energy leaks out to everybody else, which is a beautiful quality for Scorpio, of course. But as you know, you get drained. Now, if you're getting drained all of a sudden and you're getting all these messages, because you do get all these messages from spirit coming in, and you get loved ones coming in. But as I've tried to explain before, it shouldn't come in unless you're sitting down and you're asking or giving permission for that to happen. So if you're constantly getting all these messages without giving permission, that's like invasive, and in that in itself can start causing negative problems, feeling oversensitive to everything, or tired, or whatever it is, right? So make sure that you're only giving permission from the divine for messages to come through, that you're not allowing anything to just start talking to you, okay? Because you've got that beautiful mediumship ability, your light is turned on, the spirit side are drawn like a moth to a flame to your energy. But don't let it, because it's very overwhelming, and all of a sudden it's there, and all of a sudden it's scrambling your thoughts and your feelings and how you see people, and then the things that come out of your mouth may not be the right things, The energy of the King of Wands is here as well, which is also showing your strength, your business ideas, your support, your creativity, how supportive you are. Also some male in your life, if this is not you, male in your life may be moving up a level into more of an authoritative position, or expanding business, or there's something big going on here. There's also could be someone who's coming forward into your life, who is a newcomer, like into your life, and brings that strength and, trustworthiness, etc., energy into your life, and something that you've been waiting to have happen. But we get this confusion going on with the Two of Swords, right? That energy there of perhaps there's some kind of argument around you, or there's some kind of negativity around you that's been building up between a couple, and you're in the middle. So maybe these two are fighting, and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to hear it anymore, kind of thing. There's some kind of crossing energy. And in some cases, this can come, where you are blocking your own inner knowing, because you're trying so hard to block anything that's not your energy, or you're trying to clear yourself so hard that you're blocking your own inner wisdom from coming through as well. So there's kind of like confusing energy for Scorpio at the moment. You've been a little bit up and down, a little bit emotional, a little bit healing, a little bit strong, a little bit feeling weaker, and maybe also the way in which you have been seeing yourself has changed a lot. And perhaps it's really time for a refresh, a change of environment maybe, a grounding, a really good grounding, a trip away, perhaps by yourself, to really come back in to peace again. If the energy needs changing in your home or whatever, that you will feel the right time to do that, or the right space, creating the right space for yourself. Be sure that you remember that everything that you say, you are manifesting. Everything that you send, you're going to be receiving, So make sure that you're keeping everything positive, light, protected, kind, being yourself, of course. And if you're not acting like yourself and you feel negative all of a sudden, that you are aware of it, and you say to yourself, you know what, I'm probably bringing in a whole lot of energy that's not mine. I'm going to clear it. I'm going to work on it. On another note, I feel like there's some kind of situation that perhaps was a misunderstanding. There's going to be some kind of healing with this as well. But don't be beating up on yourself, or don't be reflecting backwards too much. We're never going in that direction. People are always looking at past lives and past stuff and all of this. And we do that when we're clearing and healing, etc. But don't go backwards too much on what... I just feel like maybe there's some kind of energy around you that's making you do that, okay? Okay, so love and relationships and what you're healing. And repairing is the word. Okay, Archangel Adriel. you are undergoing a time of repair, okay? And that is true because that's what we have here. It's best to allow yourself this time. Allow Adriel to help you at this time, especially if you're going through difficulties in your life. Choosing the things that you say wisely, doing that exercise, see yourself as an old person. Who's really there, you know? Who's standing with you at the end, kind of thing. Because it starts to show where you're prioritizing yourself and where you can prioritize your energy as well. You know, is it really important that this happens in exactly this way? Or at the end, does it really matter at all? Are you reflecting on how much you've done? Or are you wishing you could have done more? These are all the bigger sort of things to look at. And it's very healing. It's very life-changing to do that and, you know, hold that energy of yourself as well. And seeing yourself in the best light too. You know, seeing yourself how you really want to be. Remembering that you can manifest things very, very easily as well. So what is it going to be? You know, how's life going to be? Because it should be full of fun and joy. And, you know, helping and healing and all those things, but also that, you know, you're really consciously aware of yourself and how things affect you too as part of your healing and part of your journey. You're sensitive, you know. You might be going through things at the moment. You may be being bullied without even realizing that that is happening. You know, people are manipulating you in some way without you even realizing it. So once you clear all the unnecessary energy around you and take your power back and focus on your own strengths, you're going to be able to see quite clearly what's really going on. And this will give you the power to move forward and make the right decisions for yourself. Awesome. So things are really happening for all of the signs, and we're going through adjustments and changes. And I hope that this is helpful to you guys out there. And I'm sending lots of love and many blessings. And until the next time, bye for now. Bye. And I can turn this off like this. Bye.